Good morning from Pollock Shields. And over there we've got a sun in the midst of the clouds, which is making appearances. It was actually quite I say this every morning because every morning it's good to have an experience first thing in the morning where you think everything is amazing. I mean, it is a great way to start the day, actually. One of my Broomalaw folks said to me, "Oh, I would love to start the day like that," meaning with my dancing. I was like, "You can! Come down anytime. Do it yourself." But the sun this morning, and I actually stopped my dance to take a picture of it because it was just so cool, was like, it was quite foggy. It was really foggy when I first came down here. It was like a Sherlock Holmes morning. And I got down here and it's completely misty and I was dancing, and then all of a sudden I looked over and it was like I thought it was a street lamp at first, because there were no streams of light coming from it. It was just this, it looked like a lamp in the sky, you know, but it was the sun, and it was just a perfect little circle like that. I was like, wow, that is like psychedelic, man. Yes, it is a lot like I'm taking psychedelic drugs when I'm down here. See what a positive effect dancing has on you? You too can feel like you're on hallucinogens. But not, and then be really healthy too. There was just a study in the paper that shows exercising halts aging and deterioration of muscles and things like that. Kills the breeze. I love when they spend thousands of millions of pounds on these studies and things that we know. Like when they did that study, and they're like, when kids get too much sugar, they're out of control. You're like, can you imagine you're the person on that study? You're in that study, you're like, you're actually probably not doing any research at all. You're playing video games or something. Anyway, I digress. So today, all right, so a couple of things. Yesterday when I was leaving, I got chatting with one of the local residents whose mum here, and it had really interesting kind of chat with her. She was saying something like, well, she's there with her 2-year-old. You know, I don't have the luxury to be able to dance like you do in the morning, and I do get that quite a lot. And what I find myself doing is like comparing misery. Oh, but my life is so hard too, because I feel guilty. I feel guilty for being happy. And maybe, you know, and I'm sure she feels guilty for being, maybe she doesn't feel guilty for being stressed. You feel guilty for being stressed. I don't know. You kind of feel like you deserve it. You deserve the stress. You deserve the hard life that you have, and we share our misery. And I'm like, I feel really guilty. I'm like, oh, I should be happy because she's so miserable. Like, how crazy is that? And you know, and totally empathize as well, because the thing is, yeah, you know what, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, it is a crap situation for families generally. You know, it's all the qualitative stuff that we don't really have good support for in our society. And so there's a lot of strain on her as a stay-at-home mom with young kids and no extended family and no resources to give her like a minute to herself, which is just really unnatural, you know. So anyway, so I was thinking about that, and it was funny because I was down at the tramway the other day, and one of the guys who works there said, my sister-in-law used to reroute her way to work so she could see you dancing down in the Broomalaw. And I was like, and she's like, and she got her other people to do the same. So I just thought that was hysterical that they rerouted. And I said, well, you want me to dance? I'm doing the sunrise dances. You want me to dance or something? And he said, revolution. Dance for the revolution. And the thing is, the revolution is happening. I mean, whoosh. Thomas Jefferson said something about like, every couple generations we need to have a revolution to kind of clear things that don't serve us anymore. And it is one of those funny things, because like yesterday when I was talking to that woman, and I was like, again, the woman guilt comes in because I don't have children or a husband, and I'm not, and like there's nothing wrong. There's like, you know, if that happens in my life, I'll feel blessed, you know, but it just hasn't. But it's just like what society pressurizes me. It's like, how dare you do what you're good at and happy doing it. Oh. And so the thing is, it's one of these things, because like we create these boxes and we like to think they're absolutes. We'd like to think they're absolutes. There are no blooming absolutes in life. Let's be honest with ourselves. There are no blooming absolutes in life. You know, everything, you look at like, you know, anything in life, and there's fashion. The only absolute is, well, I don't even know. I don't even know. So with that in mind, we create these little boxes, which I like to call coffins, because it's for us to deteriorate in ourselves, because we feel secure. And we sit in there and we rot away, you know, when it doesn't serve us anymore. So, like this whole thing about, you know, her being so unhappy. Why should she be so unhappy? We should be comparing our happiness, not our unhappiness. Oh, but I'm so unhappy because, oh, yes, I know you're stressed, you know. I don't want any more of that in the world. Anyway, I don't even know if this makes any sense. But anyway, the revolution. The revolution is, the idea of revolution is movement, isn't it? It's rotation, it's circles, a revolution. It is dance. So that is what I was dancing for today. So I'm gonna go home now. Gather my thoughts, and I'll be back here tomorrow.